Hi, this is Dr. Dave. Let's go ahead and take the graph that we have made in Desmos and put it into a discussion board inside of Canvas. There are two different ways to do this. One way is to go ahead and save this graph onto your hard drive, and then from your hard drive to upload it into the discussion board. The other way is to get an embed code and then paste the embed code inside of the discussion board. So let's go ahead and look at how we can save the graph. So to do that, I need to go up to the share button that you see right here in the upper right hand corner. Click on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and export the image. So I'm going to left click on export image. It's going to go ahead and show me the graph, give me some options of how I want to save it. Here I'm going to do a medium square, but there are lots of other possibilities here. And I can change the line thickness on this. I'm going to go ahead and stick with medium. And once I've done with that, I'm going to click on the download PNG, what they call a PNG file. That's going to go ahead and download this onto your hard drive. Typically on a Windows machine, it's going to download it into the download file. I can see down in the lower left corner that it's gone ahead and saved this. If I want, I can go ahead and click on this and go and show it in the folder. But since I know it's in the download folder, I'm going to go ahead and simply use that fact when I put it into Canvas. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our Canvas discussion board. So right now that we need to create a discussion. So I'm going to go up into plus discussion or add discussion. And for this particular assignment, it's called Dueling Lines in Desmos. So I'm going to call this Dueling Lines in Desmos, Part 1. And then I'm going to put a dash, and I'm going to put my team number down there. For me, I'm going to be Team 0. You, of course, will be a different team. Click down in the body of this. And now let's go ahead and type some text in here. This is the graph of y equals 10x plus 12. This isn't very fancy to write the equation in here. Later on, I'll show you other ways to type in equations. I'm going to do a carriage return, and now I'm going to go up to where I see this little embed image icon. Click on that. And now we need to tell it exactly where is our file. In order to put this into the discussion board, we first have to upload it to Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Canvas. So I'm going to click on My Files and then go ahead and say Upload File. Now I'm going to have to figure out where that is. And when I went ahead and saved this before, remember it said desmosgraph.png. There it is right there. I'm going to open it, and it's successfully uploaded it. Sometimes you have to rename these files because if you've downloaded a lot of Desmos graphs, you'll want to call them by different things. So now that I have this, I can scroll down and say Update. And what you're going to see is the graph goes right in there, but it's a monstrous sized graph. If I click on it, I can grab the corner and make it smaller. Once I've gone ahead and saved my graph, I can scroll down here and say Save and Publish. And then what it's going to show me is my graph right there. Now, to reply to this, I'm going to go ahead and make the graph in a different way. So let me go ahead and go back to Desmos. So there's the graph that I had before, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab an embed code and paste that embed code into the discussion board. Now, it's often a lot easier to do this, and you have some more functionality if you go ahead and sign in to Desmos. If you don't have an account, which you probably don't, you want to go ahead and do Create Account. That'll go ahead and send you an email, which you can create a password, and then you can always go ahead and sign in. This allows you to save graphs and come back to them later on. Now, I already have an account with Desmos, so I'm going to sign in. I'm going to use my email account for the college and then type in the password. Click sign in. You'll see my name up here, and now you'll also see that I have a little save button here, so I can go ahead and call this something like Dueling Lines Part 1 and save it. So that's not totally necessary, but it'll be convenient at times. So now let's go ahead and go back to the share button. Click on embed, and I'm going to right click and say copy that embed code right there. Now let me go back to my discussion board. In the reply, scroll down, I'm going to click on HTML editor, and now I'm going to right click, paste as plain text. If I go back to the rich content editor, what you're going to see is there is my graph. Post reply, and now you have the original graph that I did by saving it to my hard drive, and in the reply here I went ahead and pasted the embed code. Both of them give basically the exact same graph. It's just a different way to do it. If one doesn't work, then hopefully the other one will work.